Hello guys, welcome back to a new video, and in this video I'm going to cover how to divide decimals by whole numbers. Now, decimals and division show up all throughout math and really all throughout life as well. So being able to work with decimals and solve division problems involving decimals will be beneficial no matter what class, level of math, or goal you are working towards. Whatever your situation may be, this should be helpful in better understanding how to divide decimals. So, let's jump into number 1, where we have 64.5 divided by 5. So, the first step we have to take is we have to set up the problem. So, let's set the problem up. My bad. Set the problem up. 64.5 divided by 5. So, now what we do, it's exactly the same as when we're dividing normally, but it's with decimals. And when we are working with decimals, we can't end the problem with remainders, because a remainder is not a decimal and we have to keep it a decimal. So the first thing we do is we set the problem up. Now we have done this, and now the next step we take is we take the decimal straight up. So our decimal will come here in our final answer. So now that we have done that, we can just start the 4-step process like in normal division. So let's do this. The first thing we do is we divide. 6 divided by 5, or how many times does 5 fit into 6? Well, 5 fits 1 time into 6. Now we multiply 1 times 5 equals 5, and we subtract. So 6 minus 5 equals 1. Now, the next step, we have to bring down the 4. So, we have 14 now. Now we just repeat the same process over again. So, now we have to divide again. How many times does 5 fit into 14, or 14 divided by 5? So, 5 fits 2 times into 14. Because if we do 3 times 5, it will become 50. And then it won't be correct because we went over our number. So it fits 2 times into 14. So we write the 2 down up here. We multiply 2 times 5, and 2 times 5 equals 10. So we write the 10 down here, and we go to the next step. We subtract these two. So 14 minus 10 equals 4. Now we have to bring down the next digit. So we bring down the 5, and we get 45. Now we repeat the process one last time, and we will have our final answer. So now 45 divided by 5 equals 9. Or how many times does 5 fit into 45? Well, that's 9 times, because 9 times 5 equals 45. So we write the 9 down here, up here, and we multiply it by the 5. So 9 times 5 equals exactly 45. Now we subtract the 2. 45 minus 45 will equal 0, and we have our final answer. Because we went all the way to the 10th spot, we don't have any hundreds or thousands, so this will be our final answer, 12.9. So let's write it down here. Answer equals 12.9. That was the first example. Let's go over to the second example now. So, on to our second example. Of course, the first step we take is we set up the problem. So, we are dividing 82.56 by 12. So now we're going to take the exact same 4 steps, or 5 steps if you want to count and repeat, and we're going to solve this problem together. So, the first thing we do is divide. How many times does 12 fit into 8? And we know that 12 doesn't fit even once in 8. So what we have to do is we have to use the 2 to help us. So instead of 8, we are going to take 82. So how many times does 12 fit into 82? This is a bit of a problem if you don't have a calculator, so I'm gonna do the multiples of 12 with you guys. So let's start from, let's say 4. 4 times 12 equals 48. We're still a long way from 82, so we can go further. 5 times 12 equals 60. We're almost there, and 6 times 12 equals 72. Now, if you do 8 times 12, we will go above our 82. So, the 12 fits 6 whole 12s into 82. So we can write our 6 right here. Now what we have to do is we multiply 12 by 6, and we already done it here, and it's 72. Now for the next step, we subtract. So 82 minus 72 equals 10. So the next step, we bring down the next digit. That will give us 105. Now, oh, my bad guys, don't forget to take the decimal up, straight up. If you pull it straight up, it will be exactly in the right spot for your final answer. So, now we have 105, and we're going to repeat the same process. So, 105 divided by 12, or how many times does a whole 12 fit into 105? So, we have done the multiples here, but we can go a bit further with the multiples to find our answer of how many times does 12 fit into 105. So, let's do 7 times 12. 7 times 12 equals 84. That isn't it. So 8 times 12 equals 96. So the 12 fits 8 whole 12s into 105. So we can write our 8 right here. It fits 8 times because if we did a ninth one, we would go over our 105. So now what we do is we multiply our 8 by our 12. So 8 multiplied by 12 equals 96, as we have done here. So now we have to subtract again. So as you guys can see probably, we are just repeating the same process over and over again till we are at the last number. So we have 105 minus 96. This will equal 9. Now, again, we bring down the last digit, which gives us 96. So now we repeat one more time, and we have to divide. 96 divided by 12, or how many whole groups of 12 fit into 96. So, as we saw here, 8 times 12 equals exactly 96. So 12 fits exactly 8 times into 96. So now we multiply again. 8 times 12 equals 96. We subtract 96 by 96, and we get a perfectly cut 0. So this will be our final answer of the second example. So this is our first answer, and this is our second answer. Our second final answer will be 6.88. So this was basically the video, guys, on dividing decimals by whole numbers and using the 5 steps. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. This was Mr. Mathz, and I will see you guys in the next one.